Now, a related poll, I really want to get to it today. Gallup is reporting that capitalism is at its lowest level of popularity in 15 years. And this is probably not a good sign. Though again, I have like the least popular opinion on capitalism, which is two cheers for capitalism, which is I love capitalism. I like efficient markets and all that, but I don't worship the market. There are some people who make an idol out of the market. They seem to think that we're a political community that exists to serve a market rather than the other way around. Markets and the economy exist to serve us and to serve our political flourishing. It's not all about money. If you're a pure ideological capitalist, you literally worship mammon, okay? And that's not good. Wise men have warned against that. Still, you don't want the country to become a bunch of commies. So there are a number of polls out here. You can see trend in Americans' positive ratings of capitalism and socialism. Capitalism, this poll only goes back to 2010. 61% have a positive view of capitalism in 2010. That drops all the way down to 54%, 2025. 36% of Americans have a positive view of socialism in 2010, ticks up to 39% in 2025. Okay, not a good sign. Give me the next poll. Trend in opinions of capitalism by political party. This to me is most interesting. The Republicans stay totally flat on average. There's a little tick down in the teens, and then it tick up, and then it kind of it ends basically where it began. In fact, the opinion of capitalism is a little bit high, slightly higher today than it was 15 years ago for Republicans. For independents, it's tracked down a little bit. For Democrats, it's tracked down a lot. Next chart. Trend in opinions of socialism by political party. 2010, and you look at the Republicans, it actually ticked up a little bit after 2010. That's kind of weird. And then it ticked way, way down. Then it went up, down, up, down, and then it basically ends a little bit lower than where it started. So it's actually ticked down a little bit, but it's pretty flat. For independents, ticked down, then up, then down a little bit. It's ticked up barely, very slightly. For Democrats, it skyrocketed. The positive opinion of socialism has ticked up a lot. Finally, last chart. Trend in opinion of big business. Now, this one I thought, okay, I bet the Republicans are going to have changed here. Because we used to be the party of big business, rich Uncle Pennybags, but now we're more populist. We're more for Main Street. No. The Republican opinion of big business is actually ticked up a little bit, slightly. 2010, then it shot up, then it went down, then it went up again, then it went down, and now it's slightly higher, but basically flat. For independents, it dropped a little bit. For Democrats, it dropped a lot. The inescapable conclusion is the Democrats, the liberals, the leftists are the drivers of this change. That's it. There's a lot of talk about the new right and shifting views of markets and capitalism and big business and all this. I'm very interested in these questions. I'm a part of these discussions. I am a card-carrying traditionalist. I very much want to move the Republican Party more in the direction of a classical kind of conservatism, away from libertarianism and liberalism. But I'm looking at these numbers here. That's not what's going on. It is not the new right's fault that the opinion of capitalism has declined. The changes are being moved entirely by the left. A little bit independence, but pretty much entirely by the left. Which means, from a really zoomed out 30,000-foot view, the left is becoming more extreme in politics. The left is becoming more extreme. The right is continuing to dominate among normies. This is a very good sign for the Republican Party. The caveat is, I don't know that anyone after Trump can hold the coalition together. At the presidential level, I think J.D. Vance is very well positioned. I'm a great admirer of the vice president. At the level of the Senate and the House and the governors, there are some great politicians there. But Trump dominates everything. Can the coalition hold? I'm not sure. But I guess right now, if you're looking at the midterms in 2028, you think, oh, this Republican Party is really starting to lose people. Not really. The radicalism, economic radicalism, the communist up in New York, all the rest. We obviously know the social radicalism because of the trans agenda. That is all being pushed by the left. Okay, they are falling prey. They are falling prey to their own radical audience and base. I think that fringes them out among the normies. I think you look at this chart, just to end on a happy note. I think you look at this chart, you say, Republicans have a lot of runway here to dominate among normal people, among the median American. This is really, really good. Don't screw it up. But, telling Republicans not to screw up is a fool's errand. Okay, no one knows how to clutch defeat from the jaws of victory like a Republican, but all of the ingredients are there for a long political run. It's a good clip. Oh, stop. Ring the bell. Subscribe. See you next time.